I might as well just make a whole channel just about fucking
huge,
pedophiles and child porn at this point.
Massive batch,
you know, because
Epstein files.
I'm not projecting. I am projecting.
Hot, fresh off the battle bus here from the top
ignore that. It's just me poking the bear a little bit. It's the classic manipulation strategy. You know, if you don't know, if you want to do bad things and get away with it, the way you do it is you do the bad thing. Make sure nobody knows. But then you can do 1/10 of that bad thing, and you just say it blatantly to someone to like poke the bear and see what you can get away with. Then do it again, and you 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 hope they forget before they crash out. Right? And then finally, when you reach a stage, you did it so many times that they know exactly who you are, and then they think it's actually just good.
Make the camera go black.
That's what I'm doing right now.
You get the idea. It was basically just staring into the fucking void.
The more you talk about it, the more you normalize it.
It was just a lot of nothing. But even amidst
that, I'm actually the opposite. I'm baiting the baits
to unredact the files yourself, where people were able to catch them breaking the law, where a lot of the redacted names were not names of victims. They were various other things, and a lot of the redactions were clearly not victims. Sometimes it even seemed like the redactions were there to protect the names of potential clients and perpetrators, which again is a complete violation of the Epstein Files Transparency Act that they were supposed to be following. But again, even with them farting out completely...
the way you actually fix this transparency problem is you remove all laws that are designed to protect victims in this case. Because if you're already a victim, all that being released only helps you.
Because it's blacked out.
The only thing protecting the victims by hiding their personal information does is it makes everything worse for them. It's just blatantly demonic. It's there to try and manipulate the common people into thinking protecting degenerate elites is actually a good thing, and they say it's for the victims. It is not for the victims, it's for them.
Fiddlesticks.
It's so obvious, but yeah.
Now time to pretend they don't exist. Like Kash Patel under oath lying about it.
Because you're not protecting the victims at all.
You know, unpunished. You know who else has been unpunished?
It's floating around. If you hide it or you redact it, you know for a fact it's still floating around illegally. People still know. At least the worst of people that are the ones you keep the victims away from, they still know. It's only the common people that aren't involved in this in any way that will never do something goofy on this in any way that now don't know. That's just lame. It's just you're not protecting victims. You're making everything worse than them.
With this whole saga. The most
so you just remove those laws. I mean, they can still try to hide information. It just won't be legally justified in doing it.
What they are finding is alarming. Trump's name, of course, is all over these files. His name appears more in these Epstein files than Green Eggs and Ham appeared in the fucking Green Eggs and Ham Dr. Seuss book. His name is everywhere with numerous allegations about terrible, awful things. Some things we had heard little bits and pieces of.
There's one, I will say though. True, but this one I'm pretty sure that one is just purely debunked.
About for previous Epstein releases, but this one has significantly more, including this.
That particular one is from instances that multiple people are there and are part of something. And
the people that push for the Epstein thing the most are all pedophiles. All of them. They're all pedophiles.
Haven't been able to be verified.
The people that farm the Epstein thing the most, people that want the Epstein files to be released, they don't want it to be released, they just want to farm it for content.
One guy,
they are all pedophiles. And they want to release it when it's just simple drama and it's just some files. But then when it gets to the legal stuff, they switch around and they say, well, let's just have the authorities deal with this. Because it's legal thing now. No. You always go into it. You don't draw a line there. If you're gonna be a public figure and you're gonna talk about this thing, you're gonna talk about it. And if you're not going to talk about it, you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to switch around, and now all of a sudden it's a bit too hot for you. The topic's too hot when the police gets involved.
The actual file earlier.
I mean, lick my ass. Come on, man.
Precise about information is important.
You're just a fucking
if you're getting
pussy,
something like this, I think it's genuinely important. You kind of have to.
Everyone who does that is just paid. They're paid actors. They're paid by the fucking CIA to manipulate the common people into voting in laws that only favor the elites and protect the elites from normal people and from being corrupt. It's the same thing every time.
I don't want to discredit intent, but oh shit.
Well, Chad, people these victims they make up bullshit all the time. Well, if you go through traumatic experiences, it's rare for people to actually remember, especially if they're young.
I think that you're being like,
because you're gonna block it out. You know what happens is if you
FBI report that claims
you're young,
Trump has been compromised
you basically
by
have to deal with the challenge,
which
you overcome it, you learn, and then you deal with a bigger one next time.
I don't think anyone heard
if you're really young and you get this massive challenge,
if anyone's
this
followed
traumatic experience that you can't overcome, it doesn't matter how good you are at what you do, how hard you're going to think about it, you just can't win it. Right?
As well, most likely.
What happens is you do the opposite and you block it out. And then you're gonna...
I'm not discrediting the victims.
Or you're going to fill in the blanks and you just forget about it.
Of the victims, the mass.
Because it's too much.
Them. But by assuming that one, when others were present...
Listening to
I was fed complete bogus information.
Listening to victims on experiences. You're listening. If you do that, you are listening to the most biased source there is.
If I debunk it, you have to I actually apologize.
The best testimony is always some bystander that wasn't really involved. Always, because everyone else is so biased. It's not like you don't want to listen to them. You do want to absolutely listen to them.
I think it's been known for a long
it's just
time. Bill
take
Gates was
the exact experience or the exact circumstance with some grain of salt, because you want to listen to their experience and their emotion, not so much the details. Right.
You can also
you want to find the details on the camera footage, in the files, in the documents, in the bystander, the people that know about it, the people that can come out about it.
I think it's bad if a lot of things are true, to say that all of it is true. I think that makes you a problem. You threatened the integrity of correct and validified information and accusations. You threaten the existence of real stories when you greenlight lies, because it discredits the whole shit. You're just stupid. It's so stupid. Like, I'm on your side. These people are fucking evil and bad. But if you're going to attack them, you have to go with all things that do stick. Because the ones that don't stick, they will put into question the integrity and the credibility of all the other ones, and it will hurt the fucking victims. Are you stupid?
Dose Melinda with. He had contracted it from Russian girls.
No, that's why the redaction doesn't work.
Another massive name coming in is
because
Elon
it makes
Musk,
the whole document
who had an email chain with Jeffrey Epstein that was in these files.
Nobody trusts the guy that only tells you half the story.
To Jeffrey Epstein's island, and he seemed to want to find the wildest party.
If you only
best
tell
time
half
to
the
come
story,
to
I mean,
the
at that point you don't even remember the story.
To go visit
You're saying
the
bullshit.
island. These new files also expose blatant lies that a lot of really powerful people tried to peddle to get themselves out of hot water in regards to their close connection to Jeffrey Epstein, like Howard Lutnick. Howard Lutnick is Trump's commerce secretary, and he claimed he cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein in 2005, yet in these files we can clearly see he was emailing Epstein in 2012, planning a trip out there, saying, "Hi Jeff, we are landing in St. Thomas early Saturday afternoon and planning to head over to St. Bart on Monday at some point. Where are you located? Does Sunday evening for dinner sound good? I have another couple, Michael and Mary Lehrman, with me on my boat, and each of us has 4 children. 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 7-year-old. Thanks, Howard." What a disgusting freak.
I mean, I have to be honest with you.
Howard Lutnick.
Yo,
you want to explain the pedophile economy?
Like this unless
I'm gonna make an analogy. I'm not saying drugs and like raping kids is
and a
remotely
7-year-old.
the same
Thanks,
morally,
Howard.
but the structure of
freak.
the economy
He's
is the
even
same.
listing out the ages of the children
If you're a
that are joining
druggie,
them
you're like
on
a
their
fence zombie.
planned
You're the one
trip
buying,
to
right?
Epstein's
If you
Island.
buy enough
This is
and
in
you get
2012.
some contacts
That's
and who
quite a
who's
few
to send and
years
stuff,
after
you might get
2005,
recruited
Howard.
and they
Seems
level
like you
up. It's
told
like a
a
ranked
big-time
druggie.
fib. Howard
You
said
level
that he
up
had
and you become a
visited
low-level
Epstein's house in
distributor.
2005.
If you're kind of smart, you might level up again, become high level, and then you might level up again. And if you're at this point, if you're just killing people and you're like massacring whole villages just for some profit, you're like a cartel boss.
Bro, these are
mafia bosses, cartel bosses. They're all coked out of their mind. They're fucking crazy. They're full on drugs. These guys, they're not some evil mastermind. They're not evil masterminds. Don't run criminal organizations. They run countries.
Said that was
they are on drugs
that was
the whole
end of his
fucking. They're on meth. They're on coke.
Back in 2005,
right? It's like a ranked druggies.
That clearly wasn't
that's
true
the
now,
system.
was it, Howard?
Same
These
thing about pedophilia. If you're the one buying things, you're probably not raping kids. You're just gooning, right? You're a gooner. You level up. You level up and you come into contact with a guy on the circle. If you stack up enough files, enough documents, you're one of the distributors, right? You distribute the content, and then you level up again, and you own the whole server, right? And you level up again, and then eventually you become a human trafficker. Because if you don't know, the people that make the content are human traffickers. It's people like Jeffrey Epstein. It is like elite level pedophile. He's like max level pedophile.
It is a big deal.
It's like
this is undoubtedly just the tip of the iceberg here. This latest batch was millions of files, so there is still a lot of information out there that hasn't been adequately combed through, and still what we are learning right now is heinous. And I feel like it should be pretty obvious that there needs to be investigations conducted here and maybe a little bit of fucking justice. Maybe some of these evil
isn't it something you just start doing one day and
getting arrested,
you
perhaps.
get to the top?
Why
no, this is like life dedication.
Even being looked
these people
into
spend their whole
Why
lives
does Kash Patel
dedicating
lie
to
under
stuff,
oath about there
making
not
this stuff.
being
And
an
Epstein,
list
even
or
before the
clients
island,
or like co-conspirators?
he wasn't
When we now
goofy. He
have
was
all
doing
this
something,
available
man.
evidence
He
that
was
confirms
definitely
they're
involved.
definitely
He
working
probably
with
was involved in
conspirators.
this when he was
Definitely are
in his
clients.
20s.
And there is nothing being done. Not in this administration.
You don't just get there because you're lucky.
You know what people are saying, you know what people are asking, and they're just hiding behind this plausible deniability. Well, you didn't ask what the list is and what it is. It's actually an associates and business partner sub-list. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, bro, let's not do this fucking legal mumbo jumbo bullshit.
Previous administration to hold any of them accountable or fine them. This is a huge deal that nobody should be trying to like minimize the importance of. For some reason, people are trying to pretend as though this is something we should just like brush aside, move on from the whole Epstein fiasco. That is craziness. There are people in the most powerful positions of government right now.
Bro, I know for a fact that your how do you want me to trust you on your comprehension of listening and reading? If you just think that I was defending it while saying what I just said, I mean, you have no idea what the fuck you're even listening. You're breaking out. You cannot compute anything. Just stop it. Like that's insane.
XQC is a linguistic genius. His speech is beyond you.
I actually did watch those fucking press releases.
His
whatever.
brain works
works
at speeds.
Yeah, they always dodge the
qualities. You can't even imagine. You can't even conceive what
they know what they mean. The questions are very specific.
He's just the goat, man.
And
he's a linguistic genius. He's the goat. He's always right. He's to die for. Come on now.
That are rapists and pedophiles that have got away with unthinkable crimes, and they need to be held accountable. We have so much information here. We have so many names, and we need them to be investigated. We need justice.
Nah,
I don't know
you don't
why
investigate
so
these people
so okay
because they are the ones that control every investigation that's being done right now.
It's just
what you do is
it actually boggles my fucking mind.
Abandon their sauce, their government.
Evidence
you abandon their operations and you make your own one. And then you go to war and you kill all of them. And then, no, you don't kill them. You kill them if they fight. If they don't fight, you capture them and send them to labor camps so they can work in the coal mines and the sugar plantations, the diamond mine, oil rigs. And they don't get paid for it. And they just work there. If they refuse to work, they put them in an arena
That
like
is unacceptable.
a half sword. You give him a sword and you make him fight 1-to-1 to death.
So anyway, wanted to
Then
give you an update.
you bet on the fighters. That way you maximize the economy and you minimize the criminals. Or even if they refuse that and you're not gonna put up a fight, you just you just put them in a fucking sandpaper room glass box in the middle of town square so everyone can see what happens to the criminals. That's what you do.
Why does nobody address anything?
Very simple.
If that was on my name, I'd be fucking mauled.
We need to start just killing people.
I wouldn't let fucking 10 minutes
we need to start killing people that don't fit into the society. We need to start just killing people that don't play by the rules. If you set this game, there are rules in the game. If someone's not playing by the rules of the game, you obviously remove them from the game. Why are we not removing them from the game? Why are there criminals that have full citizenship? Why are there criminals in prison reading books? Huh? They're reading books. Just books is for the smart people, man. You can't have these criminals reading books. You can't have these criminals making posts and being booty bandits in prison. You want them to work, like hard labor, man. They're the lowest. They're like, a criminal is not a slave. It's not slavery because they're not even a good. They're not a person. You don't even consider them people. They have every chance to play as a person, as a player, and they didn't play as a player. They cheated. So you remove their status as a player. They're not people. They're like cattle. You know. I'm not saying you be cruel for no reason. That's not absolutely not. You know, the best farmers, the good farmers, they don't abuse their cattle. They don't abuse their cows. Like, what kind of farmer abuses their cows? No way you do that. It's just the cow is still there to be milked for milk, to plow the fields, and to be executed for their meat. Well, that's just the order that's been set, and that's the order we should set for these criminals. They need to die.
Among them, they need to die. Mr. Clinton visited Epstein's private island and flew in his private plane. The former president has denied ever having visited the island. So has Elon Musk, yet the files contain at least 2 emails discussing just that. In one from the 24th of November 2012, Epstein writes, "How many people will you be for the heli to island?" Musk responded the next day that it would probably just be him and his then wife, adding, quote, "What day/night will be the wildest party on our island?"
Question may be rhetorical, but you know the answer.
Well, what do you mean by that? No. You're wrong, though. I'm just saying that if they say, oh, XYZ is in the files, ABC's in the files, yeah, true. But, I mean, it can be, let's say somebody was writing an email, right? Writing an email to something, and then they go, oh, this guy called McDonald 123 or whatever. McDonald 123 is in the files. Oh my god, dude! Let's keep it a bucket. You can use better language to not possibly cause some damage and harm others that are unrelated. And I think that's a problem with some of these.
A year later, Musk wrote Epstein saying, quote, "We'll be in the BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays." BVI's British Virgin Islands.
Just because someone's in the
is there a
files
good time to visit? To which Epstein replied, "Always space for you." It's unclear if that or the other visit took place. Representatives for Musk did not immediately respond
I'm a very
to
good judge of people. I can tell at a glance
Musk in 2019
if someone's is got a criminal mindset. I can tell at a glance people that fail and people that win. Okay, I've got a very good read on people. You know, a lot of women, they always love me, because that's one skill that no other man has. They don't have that, like, it doesn't exist. It's only me that does that, right? I just know. It's not that I can prove it. That's not the case. I can't prove it.
It was weird or bad.
You need to be the debunker to actually prove this.
At the time,
I kind of just know. It's intuitive.
This big fiesta, whatever. We wanted to go, right? And then we had to go, and then we didn't go. End of story. I mean, is it that hard? Really? If that's the truth, how hard would that be?
Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who famously
said, yeah, I'm portraying how hard if you were. It's like cosplaying it. Like the fact that you don't know, like. Yeah, your reading comprehension is terrible. I can't deal with this shit anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't.
2005, vowing to, quote, "never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again." The files, though, reveal Letnick or his wife, Allison, were in touch with Epstein as recently as 2012. In an email from Allison Letnick in November of that year, she writes, quote, "We are looking forward to visiting you," adding, "We are traveling on a..."
If I was going to rob a bank, I would probably be wearing a ski mask. What do you mean, you? What do you mean? What do you mean, I? What does he mean by that? I would. What do you mean? What does he mean by that, though? That's kind of weird, though. What a weird... I mean, are you a bank robber? Weird. Come on, man. I mean, are you fucking 10 years old? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yacht called Excellence, and I am CCing the captain. A spokesperson for the Commerce Department did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So a lot to talk about tonight. Starting us off, CNN Chief Legal Affairs Correspondent Paula Reed. She's been going through
Don't do it, Chad.
the documents.
Don't do it.
So what stands out to you from the documents you've reviewed so far?
So the document that really stands out at this point is this list of accusations against President Trump, because the FBI compiled this list last summer, and this is a lot of the kind of information that investigators gather when they're looking at whether charges should potentially be pursued. For example, they're looking at unverified tips. Some include secondhand information that came through a tip line. It appears the FBI followed up on some tips. At least one was found to be unverified. But this is the kind of information they...
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm just not a dumbass. The problem is that you're trying to be radicalized, whether one direction or the other. Because of what the media talks about, how they talk about it, and how they give you information, what's on social media and public opinion, you are hardwired these days that you're either a fucking moron, cuck, mother sucker, bitch ass, go to jail, you're dead, or you're an angel, you saved the world, oh my god, I need to laser butthole. There is absolutely zero space in between those two positions. And because of that, oh, I'm the one that doesn't understand it. No, you don't understand it because your brain has ceased to function. It's so fucking goddamn annoying.
Collect, but do not usually make public if there are no charges brought in a case. Now, of course, President Trump has always denied any wrongdoing connected to Epstein, but there are a lot of questions that are raised here. First of all, why did the FBI make this list of accusations specifically relevant?
What chat has to say? Or do you just resort to insults instead of an actual debate?
Oh, yeah, debate. There's
wasting time on stupid.
If I take one person in chat, I got one guide. If I take 10, oh, I got one guide. If I get any argument and I win, chat will say, oh, this guy is just dumb. We're saying the opposite. Yo, I've been here for 10 years. And they don't understand the chat. Like, you never win against anything. They will get the one guy that said something correctly, and they thousands of messages, and they'll be, that's what we were all thinking, but we weren't saying it. Like, there's no winning here, dude. There's no debate to be had. Like, it's a win all the time. Look at the Andrew Tate situation and how people painted it. They painted it like the guy was the fucking god when I was the only one giving pushback, and they go, dude, we were just rage baiting back in the days. No, you were not. You absolutely were not. You were absolutely on his side because it was public opinion that, Andrew Tate is a cool guy. This guy's internet chat. Everybody was on his side. I was by myself. And you switched up anyway. And you get this all the time. You do this all the time, dude. It's weird.
Why do you?
It's because the people they don't believe what they say they believe.
Trying to make you seem like
they say a bunch of things that they don't believe in the slightest. They just go with the culture. They go with the flow. They go with whatever is popular now.
But this list of allegations will likely prompt more questions for the Justice Department and the White House, even though this release is, of course, part of an effort to try to tamp all this down.
Trump in the Epstein
of
files.
Epstein with
the
girl
Justice
XQC
Department
defend. List of names girls coming out against Trump. XQC defend.
Sure.
Real DOJ files.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, the photos that were showed. See a bunch.
It's because you have a certain
no DOB, no
ideology, right? You have a view of how everything works.
Apparently, War Party said it wasn't true.
The thing is, you have that, and you change it and you build on it over time, right?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
The problem with a normal people is they don't have a box. It's more like a field of grass, right?
Just shut up and play.
If you throw a bunch of shit in the grass, it's gonna be absorbed by the grass. If you throw a bunch of shit
any
the
way.
box.
No
You either
scrutiny,
put it
nothing,
in the box or
and
put
you
it
just
out.
let it fly.
Right?
Bro,
Common
I know
people
you
don't
believe
have
this. I know
a
you-
boundary
even these
between
days, I don't
what
trust
they
the
think
government,
is
what they say,
true
they don't
versus what is popular
at
to be
all.
true.
But
So they just
say
think
that
the same
everybody
thing.
swept
And it
everything,
changes
and
all the
it's
time.
all fake.
And then they
Come on, bro.
forget about something they thought back in the day.
That's gotta be
Because they
be.
just don't care that much. Right? That's just how people
rubbish.
work. They
That's
don't
rubbish.
care to maintain the boundary. Because they have other things going on. It's just common people. Right? It's just that's common people behavior. That's just the common mindset. It's what everyone does. But if you have a rigid view, you can change it. But it's more like you're being a mechanic. You're not cleaning the field. You're not mowing the lawn. You're a mechanic. You're constructing a proper functioning system that works. It's not just something you let grow.
Okay, this is the actual. Wait, hold on. Actually,
like a gardener, you're making the things that how you want it to be, not how nature just makes it. You know?
Okay, maybe I was completely wrong.
Like you're the guy. It's the difference between someone that mows his lawn and someone and the aliens that made those circles in the big fields.
Like this. Anyway.
Some people just do what's popular, which is having a mowed lawn. Other people just they want to signal their thoughts. They want to make runes for the gods. They want to make sure people know, and they signal the truth across space-time.
Response: spoke with caller who identified as right. Leads an alternate office to conduct interview. Result: matching name and W. Date of arrest. Okay, good.
How pink is your stinkle wrinkle?
Wait. What the fuck? That's fucking awful. Yo, did I read that properly? Complaint summary. Result: matching name and DOB of for criminal in South Carolina. Date of arrest. So who was arrested? I did read it there. I was sitting over here. The friend told that she was approximately when that occurred. President Trump in the friend
Alright, that's fucking demonic.
Bit the friend allegedly in the face.
Well, I mean, of course they also kill people.
The friend said she also.
Yeah, that's the difference between them and me.
Who was arrested?
I kill criminals. I kill the demonic. I kill the demons. I kill the degeneracy. They kill just random innocent people. That's the difference. They kill people because they want to kill people.
Okay,
I kill people because they deserve to be killed.
Amazing. Alright. Here you see. When again, my new round of takes about all the shit will age like absolute fucking a nice fucking French cheese. Okay, I better get my nice formal apology from your dumbass. I better see that shit.
XQC takes are to die for. I've said this so many times, man.
My shit is like a nice fucking gourmet cheese, bitch ass.
He's right.
I'll take my apology with the check.
All the people saying no. You're just coping.
No check under
I mean, you're jealous.
$1
It's the same people in the comment section right now. The people that are typing in the comment section right now. It's just like a jealous group of. They think the same. They say the same things. They think the same words. They say the same 5 comments. They're just jealous. All right, it's just jealous people coping, and so they have to say shit and kind of project outwards, and they try to take other people down because they can't stand being at the bottom. All right.